May the 4th be with you, my nerds. May the 4th be with you. Unfortunately, we will not be talking about any Star Wars this lovely, lovely afternoon, but we will be talking about the Pyra. Yeah, we got the usual suspects here. We got the usual suspects here. All the good stuff. Lorraine, Corey, Zach. Zach has a Pyra. Hey, W's in the chat for anyone who has a Pyra. Like, who has a Pyra? Let me know who has a Pyra, because I want to know. Because I think there's only like a good dozen of these Pyras out there right now, and I don't think I've heard one bad review yet. And I'm one of them. I'm one of them. We need this Austin stuff. You guys remind me later when we spin the wheel. I actually have an idea that stems from Austin winning too much. So it's something that I want to play with. And yeah, I want to play with a new little kind of fun sort of rule for the wheel. Sup, Pippin? There's Jay Dizzy. Good. Okay. So yeah, Kevin Blades has one. It's epic. Abby Bay has one. Yeah, it's good stuff. And I want to get directly into chatting about it. So let's all watch my initial reaction to opening this thing. Okay. Today, I'm unboxing the Pyra Fidget Slider. This is a collab creation between Michael Morris from M3 Metal Creations and Samuel Roscoe from 2EDC. The two of them have been working on this for months, trying to get it absolutely perfect. Tons of prototypes have been created to get to here. Perfection. I'm extremely excited about this, and I've been waiting for this one for a long time. Let's get directly into it. The first thing I see already is Samuel Roscoe's design language. It's clean, it's crisp, it's minimalistic, it's something I love. On the back, we have the serial number and date. I'm noticing that is written on the sticker, so I'm going to be using my sharp razor knife to cut the seal very carefully there to preserve that. Now, this is going to be the first aluminum-bodied slider I have ever tried. They did a lot of prototyping in aluminum, and they absolutely loved it. So they wanted to release some of the first ones in aluminum. This is perfect. Wow, it feels amazing. It feels amazing already. So something we're going to notice right away is the industrial look of the screws. Okay, I'm going to try to talk about it a little bit more before I slide it too much, because that was exactly what I was expecting. That's amazing. Okay, so the plates are clean, right? The plates are clean. There's no screws because the screws are coming from the top. This is unique, and there's a couple of really good advantages to this. Namely, the fact that aside from the clean plates, there's going to be no threading in the body. The screws are going to go right through and thread into these stainless steel plates. That leaves the option to use materials like, say, micarta or G10 or Altum and stuff, and not worry about cracking or ripping out threading in the actual material that's being made for the body. The threading always goes into the plates. It's actually a really genius idea, and I'm so proud of them for making this work in a design that looks great for it. I'm so into it. So this pattern here, this is what they're calling the G for grip right here. And they have talked about doing some other top patterns as well. Very light. Oh, wow. Oh, God. Oh, man. It's exactly what I thought it would be and more. Oh my God. Okay, listen to it. The sound of the plates is as good as, if not better than, a wrapped, like fresh wrapped plates. The reason this is called the Pyra is because of these Pyra shell plates. They're calling them Pyra shell plates because each one of them has a little pyramid right on the corner here The center, the peak of the pyramid is perfectly centered over each one of those quarter magnets. What this is meant to do is when this is on the flat like this, it just pivots perfectly here. This is a point that Samuel really made with it. This is why we're doing this. And then as soon as you rock it down, it lands where it's supposed to. This is also creating a bit of a separation between the plates, right? Even though it's just a micro, I can barely see any like light coming through or anything like that. There is ever so little bit of light coming through because you can see that technically it's only touching on those four corners. The magnet strength feels already like perfect. I can flip it around. This is something that's been thought of very much as well. I'm still getting my fingers forward a little bit. It's perfectly equidistant. So you can do moves like this. Still very satisfying clicks up and down this way. The clicks are a little bit more satisfying this way. It just feels so at home in my hand. There is zero hot spots. You can see these, the corners of these plates are like perfectly rounded over. So much thought in this design. You need one of these in your collection, like hands down. I've tried a lot of sliders in my day, and I know when I pick up a new one, I know one that's special, and the Pyra is. So let's get some stats on this real quick. The length coming in at 47 mil. The width, we'll call that 27 mil. And the thickness, 12 mil. This makes it one of the thinnest sliders that I own. Probably the only one that is thinner, I would say, is the Wispy by Unquiet Hands. This is probably, quite possibly, the lightest metal slider that I own. I am feeling this and going, okay, since it's aluminum, that's going to be a little bit lighter than titanium ones I have. I'm saying that this is hitting in at around like low 40 grams. 41. So that is about 8 grams lighter than one of my other lightest sliders, which would probably be this titanium wrapped MVI. That is so good for me personally, because I have really been liking light sliders. And this just proves to me that I really do like aluminum sliders as well. I love it. I love it. You need one. I can't recommend it more. Okay, so obviously I'm pretty into it. Well, Jeremy's with the doggos. Cool. Great. You're at the park watching this. That's awesome. Okay, so I wanna open it up. I'm gonna do a couple things. I want to open it up. I want to go through my review points, and I want to do it in like a top 5 kind of thing real quick here. So we could do that right now. So this hits, for me at this moment, this hits second to a wrapped. And I've been playing with all these like consistently for days now, kind of figuring it out. And then the Sob Slim is hitting in around 3rd. The Wispy is coming in around 4th. And then the Titanium Swoop is coming in around 5th right now. Okay. So that's where that is right now for me at this time. You know me, shit changes, but I'm pretty confident with that lineup right now. Okay. Let's open it up. Or maybe let's talk about the swoosh, because everyone wants to know about the swoosh. You guys are skeptical. Okay, so I'm going to give you a example here. I'm going to try to just give you guys lots of examples, because I'm finding people aren't believing me that it's really good. Like I'm getting like a bit of pushback here. The community, people being like, nah, I don't know. I don't believe you. It's made of aluminum. It can't be that good. It's not the aluminum. It's not the aluminum body. It's these freaking plates, man. Someone said in the chat, can't remember what it was, how do they get them like that? How do they make them, those plates, just that subtle little bit going on there? So let's look at it as close as we can, because I don't know either. Some people have said, oh, they're flat plates, right? They're not. They're not flat plates. It's like, it's so subtle, man. Those are 4 little pyramids. Each one of the magnets in the corner is centered right there in the tip of that pyramid. Would the MVS be a good piece of trade bait for a Pyra? I would, if I had an extra MVS, I would offer it for a Pyra, and I didn't have a Pyra. Yes. Okay, so Check this out. Huh? Look at this. It's so minor. The amount that we're talking about, it's like this is just so fine-tuned to be there. You might think it's a big gap, but it's not. Look at that. That's got to be like 0.5 mil gap. There you go. Arnie's got some votes there. Arnie owns one. I even heard from Samuel that there's a couple people that already own them, and they've asked Samuel if they can go ahead and enter the sus to get another one, and not even in like a different material. Like they want another aluminum one. Now, compared to a wrapped actually has a bigger separation, way bigger. That it's extremely subtle. But just like a wrap, it's only touching on 4 corners. This is creating quite a memorable slide experience for me. It's just the light tricking my brain. Senen makes a good point. You need to at least try it, okay? And I want you guys to keep asking questions and making comments because I'm going to get through my points, but you guys are also going to bring up things that I want to talk about. And that is kind of one of them that reminded me that you need to at least try it, because guess what? If you try it and you don't like it, I can 110% agree with you that you will be able to sell it for exactly what you bought it for. So it'll be zero loss. And I can probably 90% agree or guarantee that you could sell it for more than you bought it for. Someone just bought one in an auction for $625. So the market is going to dictate this. And as it goes with a lot of new fidgets, it's not just my opinion, guys, okay? Like my opinion, matters to a lot of people, but it's not God, okay? My opinion goes hand in hand with a lot of the other people that usually get it before I do. And they're saying, wow, this is hot. I mean, I've been saying, wow, this is hot before anyone even, touched the damn thing, because I could just tell. I could tell. And I was right. Zach Barreto, the body is great, but it's where I put the wrapped over the Pyra right now. This is a really good point. But this is just a first design of material, so more to come. I saw some designs when I was there, and they are cooking, y'all. Yes, they are making more designs. And just 1 second, I'll get back to that. Also interesting that at the ends it has a gap too. Swoop has the same feature, but I believe the swoop touches in the middle. The swoop's different. The swoop touches in the middle and comes out, opens up at the end. It's there. How would it compare to a Kuko? I have not tried many Kukos. I think I've only tried one Kuko, but I have not tried a new Kuko, so I would not know about that. Sorry. The gap is subtle, wary of how it would hold over time. Yes, for context, I've now used 2 sets of wrapped light blades to the point no more light is shining across. Wow, dude. Okay. Yeah, I had the same kind of thought. I went okay, it's so subtle. Are we going to start, is it going to start hitting, right? And I was kind of should the pyramid be a little bigger? Samuel has tested this for months and assures me that it's one of those situations where it just gets better. So I don't know yet, but I'm eager to know how much more it keeps going, right? So far, we only have a dozen of them out there, but Samuel has the ones that have been tested the most. And he says he got really used to the way the buttery smoothness is of the one he has that he's been testing. And he's saying that it just gets better. So whether what that means, is it going to really wear down? Probably not. The plates are made of 303 stainless steel, and I'll have you know that is exactly the same stainless steel that a wrapped light plate is made out of. That's a fact. Okay. Yes, they do have plans for all types of material. I know that a copper has been made. I know that titanium is on table, and Samuel wouldn't tell me which ones it was, but he says that they have made some little surprise ones kind of thing. Yeah, this one. He sleeps with it. He sleeps with it. So going back to going back to this one. So that's where the wrapped still hits just a little bit ahead for me and makes me, because I was kind of going like, okay, what is better? Why is the wrap better? Why do I keep picking up the wrapped and stuff like that? And to me, like the haptics, the swish sounds, all that stuff, it's really matching up. Like it's matching up a lot. Like it's there. I'm getting to a point now where a lot of like my favorite sliders, like I'm just really honing in on like what the haptics are that I like personally and those clicks and stuff. And a lot of it is really in the same level, right? But then I had a little bit too much to drink the other night, and I was trying to flip this thing around in my hands and just be like all slow and floppy with it. And I was noticing that when I was trying to do like side pushes and stuff going like this, I kept kind of missing on like pulling it to the side. And then it got me thinking, I went, okay. It's just technically, not even the fact that it's bad, but technically it's like just a little bit thinner than what my perfect thickness would be. And then I went back to this wrapped and I realized, yeah, more about 15 mil thickness total, you know, like just about 3 mil more is making me just, from my hand shape, be able to just push it to the side a little bit easier kind of thing. But it's not even like a negative thing, right? It's a hard race right now. I got so much fire here, guys. It's just kind of, it's becoming a lot. Okay. Yeah, you guys keep asking stuff and I'll eventually get through all of this. Yeah, just keep trying on susses, guys. Keep trying, for God's sake. Just keep trying. Yep, grip. Arnie Horace talking about grip. Grip's great. That's the thing. The up and down, so easy. So easy up and down. Absolutely love it. It's just, I've noticed a bit of the side stuff. What it is it's a fingertip. It's a fingertip kind of slider. It's very much like, it's less of a slider for in your palm, like kind of playing with it. But as soon as you get it out to your fingertips and stuff, it's like, it's kind of where it's at. Yeah, 0 hotspots. So we'll get into like, how does it feel? Okay. It feels amazing. There's literally 0 hotspots. You cannot feel, you cannot feel these screws. Anyone who's worried about the screws being a hotspot, 0%. They are sunken in there enough that you cannot feel them at all. They're just the littlest bit in there. You see that? Very perfect, very precise. Yeah, Arnie, right? Yeah. It is very much a fingertip one. It's like this, it's nimble. It's nimble and quick as fuck. Like I can only do it with this hand, but I was just doing this and realizing how fast it is. Just flipping it around like this. Of course, I'm doing it slower now because I'm on camera. It's hard to like focus. I need to like look away so I can like do it better. Zach Barreto, it is a great texture, isn't it? It's extremely hard to photograph. I had huge frustrations with thumbnails today, but it is an amazing texture. I am really into it. This is one of the fastest sliders I've ever used just because of its weight. Being only 41 grams like that, it is so fast. So fast, so great. So yeah, how does it feel? Amazing. I can't find anything about this that I don't like how it feels. How are the haptics? The haptics are... Did you see when I unboxed it and I slid it the first time and then like clicked it and stuff like that? It made me be like, I had to like just stop. It did that to me. Okay. The magnet spacing is, I don't know exactly what it is, but it is, you know, right there around a wrapped or anything else. We've kind of started as like designers and makers. We've really started to come to a point where we figured out like what that optimal sort of magnet spacing is. It's about like 10.5 to 11 mil vertically, or sorry, every single direction, right? If we want it to be equidistant. So it comes in the tiniest bit, you know, longer than a wrapped. It's actually really fun to use with a wrapped, especially if you have like an MVI, you can like hook your finger into the valley there, go like that. You kind of feel like you just have this like little toggle. It's actually really fun. It works really well. So haptics are great, and we're going to listen to it a little bit now because we do need to listen to it and hear some stuff. Hey, those fidgets. Sorry, my brain like farted there for a second. Okay, I was looking at microphones. You won the draw last night. Heavy hearts. Ooh, you're going to have, everyone else going to have a heavy heart because you won. Okay, let's listen to it for a little. Okay, so here. There we go. All right. So let's compare this. What was the other one? Yes. Okay, so you guys are like, swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. What's the swoosh like? So this is one that I could say, like, now that I've used this one for days, I could say that for V3 plates, this one's probably got a similar sort of wear, you know, amount to it. So, you know, I can't make this one fresh anymore, so I'm trying to find one that's like of equal sort of, you know, degradation. So listen. A wrapped still is the best slider to do this for some reason. I haven't figured out why. It might be the shape of the plates, but it just has the best haptics going like this. Never found another slider that can do this better, except maybe the Wispy. The Wispy is exceptionally good at this move. Okay, so get this in your ear holes. Okay, and now get this in. If you have headphones, definitely put them on. That sound is unique to this one. Is that coming through? It sounds like... It's like if you took like, it's like, it sounds like a zip line. It sounds like a freaking zip line to me. Like you took like a wire and you hung it around another wire and like James Bond like slid down a wire kind of thing. This is a really good way to hear it too. It's a bit of a softer kind of click going this way. But really good on the swish for that way. I think they would, Chaos. I really think they would. I can almost tell that I'm playing with something light like aluminum just by the way it snaps and pops. It's just so satisfying. That like fuck. It's addictive. It's addictive. So, with my review points, how are the haptics? How does it sound? Addictive. Okay? Okay. That might be enough for now. See, I'm just like, I'm getting all messed up. I'm just like going for it here. Okay. So that's what reminds, like, that's what kind of, I ended up, let me switch my mics here. I ended up thinking about it and going, okay, like, why am I putting this second to like a wrapped, right? Why am I doing that? And then why isn't like, you know, the sob like there or something like that, you know, because the sob, like, to be honest, after I got it all like, you know, tuned up and stuff, the haptics are right there. The haptics are like, they are banging. I keep picking this damn thing up all the time. I love its width. I love like just the soft feel of the titanium. Like, it's just a different, awesome experience, right? And then I'm going, why is this jumping up here like that? And it's the goddamn plates. I like sliders that have a texture. The Saab Slim has gone for a very smooth kind of thing, right? So you don't get a lot of plate swoosh. You don't get as much, right? The way that these have been designed, it's just, you got so much texture going on that you get this kind of swooshy thing going on. And that's just what my ear craves. It's what my brain wants to be tickled with. Okay. So that's what I've come up with. I've been spending like days just like thinking, like trying to analyze my own thoughts and like figure out why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking, you know? So what'll be next? How does it perform? Performs awesome. I think we kind of touched on that it performs better, I find, when you are keeping it up in your fingertips, right? Fidget family, I don't know. She's somewhere. She might be like watching Schedule 1 stuff. She's like really into this new video game called Schedule 1. She's like already gotten in. She's like beta testing with the creators and stuff like that. She's like got posts on Reddit that are like hitting 200,000 views and stuff like that. She's becoming quite the little aficionado of Schedule 1. So yeah, I think she might be doing that, or she's not feeling well. I'm not sure. But yeah, we've got a fingertip performer, right? And like I said, fast, nimble, quick, easy to manipulate. It's just performs great. Really performs great. A+. I will say hi. Unless she's lurking. Maybe she's, hi, bunny. Maybe she's lurking and watching. I don't know. So yeah, how's it perform? And then last but not least, and I put this last because I find it to be the least important. Like the way that I'm reviewing them, you know, like how does it feel? How does it, you know, what are the haptics like? How does it sound? You know, how does it perform? How does it look? That's like in order for me. Okay. Of like importance. There's a bit of mushiness in the 3 there in the beginning, or in the third ones. You know, it's hard to kind of decide those. But like, how does it look is literally at the bottom for me for a lot of sliders. I have had some people say like, it just looks plain. It just looks plain and boring. But there's a Scandinavian sort of some simple, like, you know, function over form, or form meets function thing going on with this. It's space agey, it's sci-fi, it's just, I don't know. There's something to be had about it, and I really think that this whole screw thing from the outside, it really opens up a lot of things. Like, namely, that's why we don't see aluminum wraps, because the metal is too damn soft to thread into. That's why we can have an aluminum Pyra, because the screws are going right through the body and threading into the plate, right? So it's yes, exactly, Arnie. It's industrial, not fancy. It's here to slide, and it's here to, you know, make you feel good. It's here to deliver, right? It's delivering, and it is delivering. It is going to look so good in copper. Yeah, we did get teased with that little copper one. That was so good. I really like it. But there is another one that he's coming out with eventually. He flashed it up on the screen for me one time when I was like talking with him and stuff. I don't know who has seen it, or if people have, you know what, I could compare it to. It would be music be a soundboard. I'll bring up a picture. Looks really cool. He should really release this as a top. Soundboard, probably slider. That'd probably be what it is. Yeah, like something like... Let me open this in a new tab. Oh. I just want to see the damn picture. Okay, yeah, there it is. So here. Yeah. So the middle, like where he would usually have all the like little grip things, instead it's like one big thumb thing, and it almost, that's what it resembles to me the most, is like a soundboard toggle slider kind of thing. And I think you should release that one and call it like the T for toggle, or maybe the M for mixer. I don't know. Put M or T in the chat, whichever you think it should be. Yeah, I would go for T for toggle. I think toggle sounds better. That'd be a cool design one. So anyway, yeah, that is one that he's doing for sure. I've seen it. And I likes it. And yeah, we're gonna be getting more. So let's open it up. Okay, let's get this thing wide the heck open and take a look. Because I don't think I've seen anyone open it yet. So I opened it briefly there, but I didn't take any other stuffs out. So those screws come out so easy. There's no problem with that. They fall right out. It's great. They're not catching on the edges. And then, like, I guess, no, what's going on here? Yeah. No, it's stuck in the plates. Okay, I'm still getting my head with this. Okay, so there we go. Like I showed you in the unboxing video, this is like 5 grams. It's like, this feels like nothing. It's crazy. Then you got your custom little foam insert. This foam could be upgraded to like, I don't know what kind of foam that Jonas uses, but it's more like it recompresses itself. It's like I don't know what it is. It's the same like 1 mil kind of foam, but this foam, I think it compresses once and then it kind of holds a shape like that, right? But I've noticed with whatever freaking foam, I don't know where Jonas gets it from. Maybe it's Secret or something like that. But that's got to be like the best dampener foam I've ever used. Thank you, Zach. Here we go. Yes. Okay, so I don't want to make any adjustments. That's kind of a point I wanted to make. So how does it perform? That's a point under how does it perform. Has it never been? Nope, the Wispy as well. So the Wispy I opened as well, and I never wanted to change it once. That's the last slider I've just gotten out of the box and been like, it's good. I was even joking. I was talking to Samuel today, and I was joking with him. I said, man, you tuned it so good, because I'm doing horrible things, man. I was like, I'm going and walking around like with the dog, and I've never had it fall once. And I'm doing fucking around the world flips over concrete. Like, I'm going crazy. Like, I gotta back up here, man, and think about my life. Like, what am I doing? Right? So I've never had it fall apart. I've never had it fall off. And I was like trying to think, like, has it ever accidentally fallen off? And it hasn't. So it's so tuned. It's so tuned. It's perfect. We're just gonna open it up anyway and take a look anyway. I need some other magnets to. I'll use these big ass 5/16 wide ones from way back in the day. Just so I have differentiation. Wow, they're so chipped up. Okay, so he says that I'm gonna take these out first. Oh, they stick in there. So those, yeah, different size in the corner and middle. So it is a hybrid setup. I'm gonna put this right there. So we have 5 mil by 3 mil thick in the corners, and then we have 4 mil by 3 mil thick in the center. So they're gonna be, I think these ones are gonna be similar to, no, they're even smaller than wrapped ones. So how much smaller are they? So on the end there, those two on the end, those are the medium magnets for a wrapped. But remember, all wrapped magnets are imperial. They're all measured in imperial, okay? And then these, so the middle ones, those are going to be smaller than the middle ones for a wrapped. And then, yeah, that makes these ones also smaller. Come on, focus. That makes these ones also smaller than the strong ones for a wrapped, because the strong ones for a wrapped come to 6.35 mil wide in metric, and we're talking 5 mil wide there. Okay, so that's a nice snug fit. So simple like this, just so simple. Yeah, Imperial, baby, America. And they're all N52. Yes, thank you, Zach. They are all N52. Super simple, and that's all we need. We need simple, clean, and we need light, right? A good slider needs to have as much material milled out of the plates and then use inserts, right? Because you've got to get as much material out of there as you possibly can. So he said that some of these ones had like a bit of a wedge fit to them, which I found interesting. So they're laser cut acrylic. So he said they were really only fitting in one way and not the other. Yeah, I can see it's like this way. No SN, no serial number. Yeah, no serial number. But that'd be cool. We should probably put serial numbers in, shouldn't we? Right under there. It would be kind of cool to see like serial number and then the type. So it'd be like AL-G for the grip, right? But yeah, the serial number is on the box. It's right here. It's just on the sticker. So like I did in the unboxing video, you want to make sure you slice that sticker like that and don't just rip it the freak open and, you know, ruin it or something like that, right? So that's what you need. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. We could open the other side, but I don't know if we really need to. It's going to be exactly the same thing. It's simple. It's simple and clean, elegant. And that's what we want. Yeah, that is a really... Yeah, he's right. It is like a bit of a wedge fit. Yeah. And then it fits in perfectly that way. Interesting. I like that. Okay. That just means you're going to get even less movement back and forth, right? And speaking of movement, I'm going to make sure I put this in the right orientation. No, it's wrong. There is no magnet movement with their foam dampener system, which is so good. I have had so many times where someone thinks, oh, you know, I have done it. I have made this, you know, perfect. And it is definitely a silent, you know, slider, whatever. And no, it is not. And then I'm sitting there and I'm messing with, you know, making it actually silent. And it can be frustrating, right? But this one right out of the box, perfectly dialed in, perfect magnet, you know, strength, everything for its body weight ratio. Just so good. So I'm going to experiment with putting like the parts that haven't like, this is probably going to mess everything up, but you know, I'm going to put it the other way. He suggested that it's easier to get that dampener fit right in its little cute little footprint there that it's got, and then take this and put it right over top like that. It fits in really easy. And I think part of the reason that we're looking at not having a lot of rattle or just being easier for no rattle is the fact that there's 2 screws, right? We've got 2 screws to hold it on either side. It is very well designed. One little point to note is that he has suggested when you're doing the screws, kind of get them in until they're just starting to get tight, just a little bit, and then get the other one there as well, and then go back and forth. So then go there and kind of like there. It's kind of like they suggest this with IKEA furniture. Don't tighten up all the screws on your bookcase at once. It's easier for everything to go together. And then you can just swap it around. And then I just feel the bottom right away. It's like, I know I'm 100% at the bottom. I'll Check this side again. Good. It's good. 8 months, Ragnarok. 8 months that they have been working on this on and off, in their spare time and when they can and stuff. Prototype after prototype after prototype. Sam was telling me that they have made adjustments that are 1/10 of a millimeter sometimes because they went, maybe if we just moved that a little bit more, it would be just a little bit better. That is some nitpicky fucking bullshit that I love. Okay. That kind of attention to going like, could we release it now? Yeah. Let's release it. There's that one little thing that's kind of bugging me. Can we just adjust something by a 1/10 of a millimeter? And apparently Michael Morris has just been like one of the greatest guys to work with. Cause instead of just being like, oh my God, you want me to machine this whole fucking thing all over again? Jesus Christ. He's like, yeah, sure. Sounds great. Let's do it again. So that's perfect. That's a great working relationship. If they can be doing that, right? And making those kinds of adjustments, then you get to here. Then you get to something that just feels amazing. And yes, the price. People have talked about the price. It's $350. They're not making a lot of money on that. Even that, I know people are saying, okay, it's aluminum. And I know you guys are all wanting to see an aluminum slider under 300 kind of thing. But with the way that Sam has described to me, someone said earlier, how do they get the plates like that? With many, many, many operations that they have to change, right? Like you have to machine one side, then you have to flip it, then you have to do a thing, and then you have to change a tool, and then you have to change another tool, and then you have to change another tool, and then you got to flip another thing. Like there are several operations just to get one set of plates. So what this comes down to less is material and more just time, just straight up freaking time. And if we see titanium, it's not going to be very much more expensive because you go and buy aluminum, you go and buy titanium raw, marginal difference in price going up to titanium. Really, it's all those like more base metals, very, very similar. Okay. So to me, totally worth it. Totally worth it. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing trade values, approaching 700 or 800, in the future, just because they are only going to be getting about 6 of these out a week. Okay. That is their goal, is 6 out a week, but they have planned for this in a way where they are looking to really create a sustainable sort of system and flow where they can just keep going with this. They're in this for the long haul. They want to bring out many different materials. They want to bring out many different tops and stuff. I'm so excited. I think we're going to see a lot of this. I would love to collect Pyras like I collect wraps. Oh, Derek, good. He can tune in on this because he does machining. Aluminum to tie is pretty significant price-wise, like both material and tooling. Like pretty significant, like difference, or just like a lot in general to buy aluminum and tie. Both material and tooling. Yeah, they have similar, what I hear is they have similar like, what's it called? Feed rates and stuff like that. But yeah, we can only have aluminum because of the plate design. Like a slug of aluminum is $1 and the slug of tie is $15. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know, $14. So you want to see like, so yeah, really what are we going to see? We just look at the percent of that. And then from 350, like I what, 400 or something, maybe we'll see, I'd still pay it. I want to tie one next. That's what I want next. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, I don't know. I've opened it, gotten through my points. I'm probably missing stuff. You guys have been really good asking questions and helping me get to a place. But if there is any other questions, if you guys are like, oh my God, compare it to something else, do that now. Yeah, the machine time is the most expensive part. I am a carpenter and I intimately understand what it's like when someone's like, hey, so I just want my deck redone. And I saw it on HGTV where they did a deck and it was a 45-minute episode. And you're like, holy fuck, oh my God. No, it's not like that. It doesn't work like that. You never know what's going to happen. It takes so much more time than people think. So I could see I could see myself like always telling people like, how long is it going to take? I say, I don't know, a couple of days. And they come back the next day and say, no, I'm going to need a couple of days. You said that yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to need a couple of days. Stop asking me, right? That's the kind of thing I look at. So when people talk about the time it takes to do this stuff, I intimately, oh my God, my chair saved it. I dropped it and my chair handle saved it. That's amazing. So yeah, I understand the time it takes and I appreciate the time it takes. And I bet you anything, if they were paying themselves per hour, it would not be that much. It would not be that much. There's a lot of labor of love going in here, like a lot of these things. We're talking small batch stuff. So we're thinking 450 for Thai. I don't know. It could be. What's Zach saying here? It's just my opinion based on what I observed, but I assume the 300% is due to the large cost barrier to create high-end sliders similar to the Rakoff foreign level. Yeah, there's a lot of operations, right? There's a lot going into it, right? Since then, they have worked hundreds of hours designing and prototyping. True. All of which has a time and material cost associated with it. And they're never getting that time back. And they're never getting paid for that time too. True. Like you'll never get all that time and designing and thinking about it and stuff back. No one ever does when you're designing something, right? There's a whole thing where you just don't make money. Okay. That's the key word, small batch. Yes. Small batch. If this was big batch, it would be because they are being made on a machine in China that can pump this stuff out, that has all the automatic tool changes going on. Something just goes switch, grabs a piece, throws it around, flips it around, does the other thing, do. And then you're standing in the back room, eating popcorn with your thumb up your ass, just watching it all happen, right? And then you're like, oh, fuck, better go up, see how many got made today. Woo, yeah, sure, I could charge, $20 for these, right? I did nothing, right? But we're talking small batch here. The cost associated with machine cost, work holdings, finishing, boxing, packaging. Yes, all of which is being done in a small garage shop from Oklahoma. Yes, yeah. What you just described is how some people think all these small makers are. What I just described, yes. So what happens is there's a difference between people that, work in trades and craft things and make stuff and see what time it takes, to a difference of people that don't do that kind of stuff. And those people, there's nothing wrong with it, but those kind of people I find, they're used to being, they go to a store, they buy the thing and they look, this thing's made out of this thing's made out of this. I still find things where the price makes no sense, like electronics and stuff. I'll see like some dumb little thing and be like, that's $1,000. But that tool there is $50. And I'm just like, doesn't make any sense, right? So prices don't make sense, but I don't know. This one makes sense to me. Anyone who has one already, did you feel like you got stung? Did you feel like you got stung with $350? I would like to know that. Anyone who has one already. You're not even in the trades and you're starting to get it. Perfect. And what did John Beal say? It's MPT, just machining the part. It's not just machining the part. There are hours and hours that go into fixtures to hold everything. Yes. So CNC machining, some people think that it's like, there's a thing and you open up a slot and you dump the metal in and then you go beep, 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 slider. And then it goes and it spits out the slider like in a video game or something like that. But really it's like you go, oh, I want to make this slider. And then it's a blank canvas, a CNC machine, a blank fucking canvas in there. It's just a box with things that you can tell to do stuff, but you have to make like all these aluminum metal holdings and stuff with you've seen them, in the Motusworks group and stuff, things that hold stuff to be able to actually machine it and stuff. That's another prime advantage of being able to screw right into the plates. They can use that as a holding, right? To really get exactly what they want on this surface. Very big pro in that. Oh, what else? You guys are going hard here. This is good. There we go. There's one. Best 350 I have spent. That's a high praise, Barreto. That's high praise. It's like leather work. Yeah. Oh, can I not have it cheaper? No, thought for the tools, raw materials, try and error, practice powders. Yep. All in for supporting makers. So that's true as well. I've done a little bit of leather working as well. And, you look at it, you go like, what do I want to pay myself an hour? Would it be like, $20 an hour? Would it be minimum wage? Would I pay myself $30 an hour or something like that. And then, you know, you think about, oh, how long did it take me to make this pouch? And it's like, you're like, no one's going to pay $200 for that thing. Like, no one, right? So you go, okay, well, I guess I just have to get faster. I have to get faster and better at doing it. And they do want to get faster and better at doing it. They're actually investing in even bigger machines, better machines, and all this stuff because they're in this for the long haul. They're very excited about it. And yeah, it's good. If you all got stung, I can help you with that. Brian says, nope, he did not feel stung. My machine 100% makes those noises. Nailed it. Yes. Okay, good. So now that we have thoroughly talked about price, let me just get rid of your message. I think it is time to go to the right camera thing. Okay, there we go. Cool. And then I think it's time to spin the wheel. Okay. So exciting news. Exact as a machine. Confirmed. Yes. Yes. It's time to spin the wheel. Let me get the wheel up and we can start talking about the wheel. Talking about wheel. Okay. Oh, and there's that other thing I had to get up. Bear with me. Yeah, we'll do that first. Okay, so cool stuff. So I'm going to be adding two things to wheel. One of them is a Pyra slider in aluminum, exactly like this one. I've talked to Sam and he's talked to Michael. They are going to set aside one aluminum Pyra slider from next week's batch. And they're only going to have a sign up sale for 5. And one of them is going on the wheel right now. Another one is this gifted. I got this gifted a long time ago, and I feel slightly bad putting it on the wheel for free, but I got it for free, so I can't sell it, even though I probably could sell it for like fucking, I don't know, like $200 or something like that. This thing's insane. It glows in the dark. It's an edible ice cream sandwich from the Fidget Syndicate. I love it, but I don't use it enough, and yeah, it's going on the wheel for free. Okay. Yeah, I could sell it, but it's going on the wheel for free. Okay. So we're going to put those ones there. Darren's here. Finally, Darren's here. Or we go, shh. Oh, everyone shut up. Darren's here. Hey, Darren, how you doing, buddy? No, we weren't talking about you at all. No, not at all, buddy. It's all good. Okay. So let's put it on. Where is my thing? Come on, Zach. If I can get this stuff going. Okay, so let's put an aluminum, G for grip, Pyra, not Pyra, Pyra cylinder. No, Pyra slider up there. So that'll be up there. Good. And then we will, if I talk to him, if no one manages to win that, you know, in a reasonable amount of time, and they get like another material batch in or something like that, we'll probably do a sign up sale for it, get rid of it, and we'll swap it out for something fresh. There. I should have put a ×1 beside it because there's only one for now. And then we'll put up the I had these like I could have just copied and pasted this, but now I'm doing it the hard way. Ice cream sandwich. Okay. It's ×1 as well. We'll remember. Okay, cool. Yeah, Pyra on the wheel there. Darren, Pyra on the wheel. Made that happen today. Made sure I had made that happen today for all you guys. Want to make that happen. Yeah. Oh, shit. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Zach. This is why you guys are here. We're doing this all together. Okay. This is live. Free Pyra. No, Austin. Okay. So another thing that I wanted to talk about has to do sort of with Pagani, Lucky Ass Austin, anyone really who has won already. So I wanted to I've had a bit of people give a little bit of like kind of pushback, like, wow, why are some people so much more lucky than others? The short answer is that if you look it up statistically, people who have names that begin with letters closer to the top of the alphabet or the end of the alphabet do have like just the tiniest little statistical chance to win more with random number generation stuff. Okay. So what I thought was like, you know what, maybe we should do a certain amount that you can win per, certain amount of months or something like that or whatever. But what I'm going to try, and I just came up with this day. I thought it was cute. Let me know what you guys think. Okay. So anyone who's got 3 stars beside their name, you'll see that those are people that have won twice since we started this new list. Okay. I would like to start a new list every 6 months. Okay. But within that 6 months, if you win more than once, you become a super winner. Okay. So I didn't want to exclude these people from trying to participate in the wheel again. And I don't like trying to keep track of whether or not we're doing like a spin for like people who haven't won or like a spin for everyone and all this shit. It's annoying and I don't want to exclude people. So tell me what you think of this. Super winners can still try to win, but if they win, they have to pick someone else in chat to give the win to. So I want to see some W's in the chat if you think that's a good idea, because it still, to me, makes it fun. These people that have already won still get to play. And you know what? There's strategy to that. Because like, man, I don't care if you go behind the scenes and be like, hey, fucking Austin, could you please rub a little bit of that on me? And like, could you let me could you win for me, Austin? Win for me, Austin. Right? You know, pick me. So I think that's a more fun idea, because then these lucky ass motherfuckers can still try to win and then they can still pass it on. The rule is it has to be someone that is in chat at that time. Okay. And then the other rule is if you pick someone and then it turns out that's now their second time they've won within a 6-month period, they then become a super winner. And I will keep track of that on this list and put little 3 stars beside it and stuff like that. Come July, come the first live stream in July, I am going to reset this list from the beginning and we'll start fresh again. I'm seeing a lot of W's. I think this is going to be okay. Okay, cool. Okay, I think we're going to do it like this. Okay, that's cool. Okay, cool. Because I want those people to still play, right? And I want them to smear their luckiness all over everyone. Okay. And, you know, Arnie could win, right? I mean, he's got an A name. And, you know, I was talking to Bunny about it and I was saying like, what's going on with Austin? Like, what's happening? She's like, do you want to know? And I'm like, what? She's like, well, I've done research on it. She's like, it's literally, there's like the smallest chance. And it rings true because I entered a bronze SSS wrapped sus way back in the day, and he did it alphabetically, and I won twice in that sus with Zachary, right? So bottom of the alphabet, top of the alphabet. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's make sure that Nightbot is all set up. We're going to do a keyword. It's viewers and channel members. It's the fidget. You got a multiplier. It's done. Okay, we're live. It's type !fidget in the chat, just as usual. And we'll see who is spinning the wheel. Oh, I think Nightbot is catching up a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. Everyone's going to make new accounts starting with A. Don't change your name. Stop it. You can't make your name A-John Doe or, you know, no fucking making other accounts and stuff like that. Let's just be civil. Let's be civil people. Not to be known as a Darren. Or Z-Darren. Z-E-E Darren. Z-Darren. A new name would be Angelo. Yeah, okay. A fidget mom. Yeah, there's all these things you could do. Aardvark makes. Yeah, wow, you guys are creative. Yeah, now I am Horta Arnie. Okay. That's cute. You guys are cute. Zust, another person. A Ragnarok. Yeah. Oh, wow. There's so many. There's so many. As if, Darren. Perfect. Okay, well, they're slowing down there. I think that might be everyone that wants to participate. Come in there. Says I got 33. There's some people watching that aren't entering. That's fine. Nope. Close, Brian. That's FIDGET. FIDGET. Exclamation mark FIDGET. I would enter you if I can, but you have to type it. Spell it right, Brian. Brian, you just spelled it. No one wants to let you be out of this one. You got to be. You got to be in. Waiting for Brian. Use my gamer tag. Yeah. Rest in peace, Brian. There it is, Brian. And now that Brian is in. See? See? A super winner won. You see what I'm talking about? It's Bagani again. So this is the system. Isn't it so funny how it works? So now Bagani is a super winner already. Bagani won last week. Okay? So, Bagani, you have to pick someone in chat. It's kind of funny how it happened this way. I like it. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? But it's good that I made this rule because there obviously is something going on there. There's something weird going on there, okay? They say it's random, but I don't fucking believe it anymore. Yeah, Nightbot's super biased. So, Bagani, don't take too long. You know, pick a friend, something like that, you know. But we obviously need this rule. We obviously need this rule. And you can look tier 2. Like, I'll leave this list up here, Bagani. Like, you can pick someone who you're not going to make into a super winner. Okay? You know, you can pick someone not on that list and then, you know, not create a super winner, or you have the power. You have the power. You can create super winners, right? Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. No one's going to hold anything against you. You know, anything like that is fine. Who doesn't have a Pyra? Who doesn't want to have a Pyra and is going to try for it? You could make like a level 4 who doesn't have a Pyra try to just like win it right now. You know, there's that too. It's fun, right? There's strategy to this now, right? Like you guys connive amongst yourselves, like, you know, figure out what you want to do. I know, like, I didn't expect it to be like a super winner this time, but if it's too much, I'll pick someone. Perfect. Absolutely perfect, Bagani. Close your eyes, scroll, and just pick someone and then tell us who it was. That is totally fair. I love that. Just scroll up and down in chat like a few times or something like that, and then point with your finger on the screen or something. And it's not fun if I pick again, right? Then it's just like I'm getting Nightbot to pick again at the same time. So, closing my eyes, I swear. We all believe you, Bagani. We all believe you. We all believe you. He's going to pick one. Can't pick another super winner. Can't pick another fucking super winner. That should be an obvious rule. No more super winners. Winners can't. But that would be funny, right? Like if your finger does land on Austin, you got to tell us because that's fucking hilarious, and then do it on. Landed on the Fidget family. Woo! The Fidget family up to the bat, and the Fidget family is not on. Okay, cool. So not on there. How do I bribe Nightbot? No Fidget family. You got it. You got it. That's so good. Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. Just hanging out. Okay. So, Fidget family. That's what I read. Pagani landed on Fidget family. Right there. Landed on the Fidget family. Okay. Okay. So, the Fidget family. Next time I will bribe Nightbot. Okay, cool. You hack Nightbot all you want. Good luck. So, let's go back to the wheel and get this all wrapped up. Okay, Fidget family, you know the rules. You have 2 points to put towards this. Would you like to put a point or all your points towards extra spins? Or would you like to perhaps dump all of your points into the Pyra? Or would you like to dump all your points into another paid item? Or would you like to separate your points and put them on 2 free items? Oh, Fidget family got one in the sauce. Sick. Okay. So maybe we won't go for the Pyra. Get another Pyra. I was shocked that I heard that people actually asked if they could get another Pyra, like in aluminum, right? Like, I wouldn't want another one in aluminum, but I definitely want another one in like a titanium. This, just how light and thin this slider is, it makes me actually like not be scared to try ones in heavier metals like copper and stuff. Because goddamn, you gotta admit that copper blasted one that they did that finished, it was so good. But what if I want another Pyra? What if you want another Pyra? What if you want another Pyra? You can't fault a guy for wanting a Pyra, you know? Clean EDC. Oh, right, it's Tamar. Sick, the Fidget family. Yeah, I would love to show it. I can't find it anymore. It's I think Michael Morris even has it as his like profile picture he did recently. No, you didn't win the sis or the sus. Exactly, Austin. Exactly. Oh, that's sus. Okay. I was happy I got one of these in a sus. Nice and fair and square. And I didn't have to like, you know, get some stupid. Where is Clean EDC? Clean EDC is still up there, isn't it? Did I take it off? Everyone be going for the Clean EDC ticket. I had to talk to Did it get taken off somehow? No, there it is. There it is. It's right there. Put it down here so you can see it. Yeah, that was on their Infinity. People have been taking Clean EDC like crazy because of those minis. I would love a Pyra in a blasted Zerk, but yeah, oil slick if you want. All right, Fidget family, tomorrow, let's do this. It is, it's like skip the thing. You contact Osman and you work out what he has available. So I think Pagani just won it last. Yeah, right. Pagani just did the ridiculous thing where she won like, did it like 9 spins or something like that. And then I just gave it to her. So yeah, that's kind of what it does. And then you just contact her. And then I think she ended up getting a, the brass mini slim pillar. Yeah. Cause that was what Osman had available. So you contact him and you see what he's got on hand. And then you can just buy one. I have a Clean EDC Oil Slick Zerk Slim for trade. That's good. Everyone going for the Clean EDC. You have 2 points. So I'll say it once more time. You can put both your points into getting extra spins. You could give yourself 5 spins, right? Or you give yourself 4 spins and then you'd have 1 point left. And then you could put a point into an item on the wheel. If it's a paid item, which is an item that has a little money symbol in front of it, you can dump all of your points into it. So for example, clean EDC, you could make it from a 1 to a 3 because you have 2 points. And then you could make it that much bigger on the wheel, giving yourself that much of an extra chance to win it. But I see right here that Fidget Family is a level 2. So you have 2 points to go at it. Do clean EDC and 1 for Pyra. Nice. Okay. Just checking that it's 2 and not just 1. Yeah. Okay. So you want 1 point to clean EDC. And was the Pyra still at the bottom? 1 point to Pyra. So we have Pyra is a bit bigger and clean EDC ticket is a bit bigger. Loving it. They're nicely spaced apart, so I won't do a shuffle or anything like that. Okay. Let's do this. Spin, spin, spin time. Big freaking money. Big money. Right by. Abby's try spinner again. I'm gonna start bundling those other things. So that's like bundled like with other stuff too. So that would be like multiple fidgets now. If you want to see what I would bundle it with, let me know. But otherwise, I feel like you're just going to say spin again because you have 2 more spins. But those have been on the wheel for a long time. So I'm going to start bundling them with other like lesser fidgets. Get rid of them. Yeah. So I'm going to bundle that with it's kind of cool you hit that because I was like, ooh, I wonder if someone will hit that. And then I'll get to talk about the bundle that I want to do. So you get this spinner. It's like a tri spinner. It's like it's a cheap tri spinner that Abby donated. It's not perfectly balanced. The bearing probably needs a swap out kind of thing. Ono roller is pretty cool. That's what I put in there as well. That's a nice one. Very quiet, very, very quiet. And then I'd also give you this pouch from Lorraine Grant with in it. Okay, no. Okay, spin again. Got it. That's what that is. I'll change it later. I'll make that a bundle. Okay, back to the wheel. Done and spin. Oh, that's the first time anyone's won that. It might be the first time that's ever been up on the wheel. So you can contact Jason at Fidget Boy. He'll just give you a free slider, like some kind of slider for free. And it's like, we don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be something he just has that he's made recently, right? So. Oh, yeah. That's why you landed on it. If you love Fidget Boy, that's why it finally landed on this. I was thinking about that one today. I went, man, I don't know if anyone's hit that. I was like, that's still on there. It means there's 2 of them available. He wants there to be 2 available, Ragnarok, and then he'll put something else on the wheel for us. Okay, one more time. You got one more spin. One more spin. Here we go. This is the last spin, unless it lands on a paid item. God, we know how that goes. Oh, you won the Kroob. Oh, that's kind of nice. You won a Kroob. That's awesome. That's actually a really hot win. Okay, I'm gonna go get it. Make it all crunchy for everyone and show everyone. That's nice. Do you have a Kroob? Man, you got a Kroob now. Okay. Cool. Big money. People love the Kroobs. Let's get it on the mic. Yeah, Bunny's gonna be so happy that it's leaving. Someone won it. It's leaving.
Thank God. Who won? Who won?
The Fidget family tomorrow.
Oh God, Fidget family. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank fucking God.
It just took the croob.
The door closed.
It just took the croob to get her out.
I have the door closed in another room with music on one phone. I am talking in Discord, like, about the Schedule 1 beta with another phone. I have the air conditioner on the highest setting. It echoes with the strength of 1,000 suns.
You can play with it lightly and gently.
How do you know you've never done that?
Yes, I am.
Never done it.
I'll do it right. I'll do it right now. Do it.
I don't think that's possible. How is that light or gentle? In any sense, I don't think the words mean what you think they mean. It's not gonna make it in the mail because I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn it. It's gonna get burned.
Okay, congratulations to the Fidget family for winning. That was really fun. I like that you guys have all liked the new rules. I think that's cool. Thank you for Samuel for putting a Pyra on.
Another one again.
Thank you, Michael Morris, for making it with Samuel and the Pyra. The Pyra is awesome. We love the Pyra. We're gonna see more of the Pyra for sure. You guys are all amazing. And yeah, tomorrow just PM me or something like that. We'll work it out. Okay. You guys have been great. Love you all. Doodles.